Hi everybody, it's Miss Susan and I have a springtime planting circle for you. So I'm going to share it first and then afterwards I'm going to just talk about some things that you can do with it or why I've done some of the things I did and things that you maybe could add in or leave out. I've tried to keep this one pretty short because a circle can be really short and be really wonderful. So here we go. The earth is firm beneath my feet. The sun shines bright above. And here I stand, so straight and strong. All things to know and love. Well, my friends, today we are going to Mother Earth's garden. So let's join hands and off we go. Diddle, 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 do. Off to Mother Earth's garden we go. I toy, I diddle, diddle, do. I toy, round we go, round we go. Ah, here's the gate to Mother Earth's garden. Let's look through it and see what we can see. Looking through the garden gate, what do I see? A whole world upside down, looking back at me. Looking through the garden gate, what do I see? A whole world that's upside down, looking back at me. All right, let's go in. I see that the farmer is busy. She's planting some seeds. A farmer once planted some little brown seeds with a pit-a-pat, pit-a-pat, pit-a-pat. She watered them often and pulled out the weeds with a tug at this and a tug at that. Those seeds, they grew tall and green in the sun till a beautiful flower bloomed on each one. A farmer once planted some little brown seeds. With a pit-a-pat, pit-a-pat, pit-a-pat. He watered them often and pulled out the weeds with a tug at this. Whoa! And a tug at that. Those seeds, they grew tall and green in the sun till a beautiful flower bloomed on each one. Well, we can plant some seeds too. Here's some seeds for you to plant. Let's put them in the earth. Let's give them to Mother Earth to tend to help them grow. Mother Earth, Mother Earth, take our seed and give it birth. Father, Son, gleam and glow till the roots begin to grow. Sister Rain, shed thy tears to swell the grain. sun, wind and rain, turn to gold the living grain. Mother Earth, take our seed and give it birth. Father, Son, gleam and glow till the roots begin to grow. Sister Rain, shed thy tears to swell the grain. Brother Wind, breathe and blow till the leaves all green do grow. Earth and sun, wind and rain, turn to gold the living grain. Oh, what a wonder to be in the garden. And I see that our springtime peas are already starting to grow. Can you see them? 5 little peas in a pea pod pressed. 1 grew, 2 grew, so did all the rest. They grew and they grew and they did not stop until one day the pod went pop. 5 little peas in a pea pod pressed. 1 grew, 2 grew, so did all the rest. They grew and they grew and they did not stop until one day that pod went pop. That is so yummy. Well, I have my little friend Sunshine, and she's gonna go for a ride with the farmer. So, you ready, Sunshine? Okay. A farmer went trotting upon his gray mare, bumpety, bumpety, bump, with his daughter behind him, all rosy and fair, lumpety, lumpety, lump. A raven cried, croak, and they all tumbled down, bumpety, bumpety, bump. The mare bumped her knees, and the farmer his crown. Lumpety, lumpety, lump. The mischievous raven flew laughing away, and, vowed that he would serve them the same the next day. Lumpety, lumpety, lump. A farmer went riding upon his gray mare, bumpety, bumpety, bump, with his daughter behind him so rosy and fair, lumpety, lumpety, lump. A raven called, croak, and down they all fell, bumpety, bumpety, bump. The mare bumped her knee, and the farmer his crown, lumpety, lumpety, lump. The mischievous raven flew laughing away, and vowed he would do the same the next day. Lumpety, lumpety, lump. Well, after a busy day in the garden, there's nothing like a little rest. Let's go rest under the tree in the shade and the dappled sunshine. Let's have a little rest before we head out to play. Baloo Baleerie, Baloo Baleerie, Baloo right, my friends, that's all for today. Fly like a little bird off into the garden to play. I'll see you next time. So long. Okay, welcome back to part 2 of Spring Circle, the part where I talk instead of singing. Um, so, the first thing I wanted to tell you today was that um, it can be really intimidating to put together a circle. Way back, back in the last century, when I first started teaching parent-child classes, um, I was so worried about my circle, my first circle, that I spent the whole summer worrying about it. I didn't write it until right before school started, but I just was so worried about it. Um, but I had to do it, so I finally did it, and it was fine the first time I did it in my class, or the first few times, or first few weeks. I don't remember exactly. My voice was quavering, and my hands were shaking, but I got through it, and it got better. Um, so I just wanted you to know that I know it can be intimidating to do a circle, and I also wanted to tell you that even this one is not really short, but I was remembering back when my younger daughter Gabby was really little. I think she was like barely 2 or almost 2. We used to get together twice a week usually with 2 other friends, 2 other moms who both had kids about the same age as Gabby. And one of my friends was in the Waldorf teacher training at that time. So we would meet either sometimes in the park or sometimes at somebody's house. And if the weather was nice, we would meet outside. And if it wasn't so nice, we'd stay inside. But this mom, Hannah, would always lead us in a circle. And the circle was um, we would sing Ring Around the Rosie several times. Until we got tired of it, and then she would share with us two, I usually little songs or finger plays, and that was it. That was really it. We would come together for a moment, sing together, move together, and then we would let the children play. And of course, the moms got to talk, so all of it was quite wonderful. But I just wanted to make sure that you know that a circle can be really simple. So even this one, um, I mean, you could add, I didn't sing Good Morning Dear Earth in this one because I wanted to keep it shorter, but you could add Good Morning Dear Earth. I always like to start with a little verse, so I did The Earth is Firm Beneath My Feet. I did that one instead. Um, but if you wanted to keep it really short, I would start with The Earth is Firm Beneath My Feet, and a farmer once planted some little brown seeds. And then the Mother Earth song, and if you wanted to, 5 little peas in a peapod pressed. I would just do those 3 or 4 things, and let that be your circle. So let's see, what else did I want to tell you? Oh, the looking through the garden gate. The entering into this upside down world is so, I mean, the children do it naturally once they've gained their uprightness, of course. They like to see things upside down. You see them do it on their own. And it's really good. It helps to develop their sense of balance, their sense of proprioception, their movement, knowing where their body is in space. Some children, when they first do that, will just topple over because they don't quite have the balance and they don't quite know where their body is. And also just, this idea of seeing the world from a new perspective. Like I said, children will naturally seek this out also. If your child's really little, they might not be ready for this yet. Use your own best judgment, but it's fun, and it's developmentally, it can be really helpful. So the farmer once planted some little brown seeds. That's just an old favorite rhyme of mine that I often will share with the children around this time of year. Just this whole idea of spring and growth, and the whole cycle of nature that's at a new beginning right now. And the song Mother Earth, Mother Earth,
I find this to be such a lovely song. And also to young children, everything is alive. Everything has a kind of personhood to it almost. And so it's really nice to honor that. And it's also, it helps the children to personify Mother Earth, Father Sun, Sister Rain, Brother Wind. This gives the children a sense of being part of this family of nature, that they're part of this whole. Even young children understand this idea of mother, father, sister, brother. Even if not all of those people are in their families, that's something that children learn to understand at a pretty young age. And it's very soothing and comforting for them, to know that the earth is being cared for, and it also, their earthly body is also being cared for. So this is, well, I only share with you things that I like. So I definitely like this one. The Five Little Peas in a Peapod Pressed is a pretty standard finger game for children, and it's just fun and a little silly. And so, the Mother Earth song is so reverent and beautiful and deep. And so I always think about this breathing rhythm in my circle, in and out. And the Mother Earth one is in a certain way, it's deep. And then the Peapod one is just is light and silly, and balances it out and is fun. Um, and so when I did circle time in my parent-child classes, I would always include like a lap, a bouncing song or rhyme. So this is one that you can do. It's an old nursery rhyme. Um, that you can do if you want. It certainly can be left off of the circle, or you can use it any other time. Always remember to be conscious of your child when you're doing those bouncing games. Some children love to be bounced really wildly and big, and other children, just a little light bounce is all they need. It depends on their age. It also depends on their personalities, and maybe it depends on if you're doing it right after lunch or right before lunch. Um, and then the little lullaby, I was looking it up last night. It's actually from an old Scottish lullaby about fairies, but the eurythmy teacher, Peter Vine, who used to teach eurythmy for our early childhood classes, he would always sing that song at the end. So for me, it's a lovely melody, and it just evokes my feelings of love and warmth toward Peter as well. So it's lovely for me. It has other verses I discovered, but I decided to just stick with the part that I shared with you. So I hope that that is helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to have a link to where you can get the words if you would like them. If you like the video, please like it and subscribe. I put out new material every Friday. Let me know if you have any questions or anything. And thanks so much for listening. I'll see you soon.